Hi, I'm Anders. I'm the Chief Sales Officer at GetAccept. I have over 10 years of experience working as a sales leader within the tech industry, and today I'm going to view more clips that are sales related, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, so enjoy.
See those little black boxes?
Okay.
They're called telephones. I'm going to let you on.
Here is Wolf of Wall Street. This is by far the most requested clip that we comment on, so let's see. The sales manager is motivating the team to give that extra mile. And these kind of motivation talks actually happen. Maybe not as aggressive as we will see here. This is, of course, by far the most hysterical speech I've ever witnessed. But definitely we have get-togethers where we pump each other up and get going, both in the mornings and when it's a new month or a new quarter. So you can really make a difference in the sales team if everyone is on their toes a little bit more.
My killers who will not take no for an answer. My fucking warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking dies.
So there's a lot of references to war, and that can seem aggressive, but in many industries it's not that. It's not that far from the reality in some sense. There is some kind of war going on between competitors and trying to win the deal and so on. So I understand why he's picking on those kind of things. I really like the mic in his head. And just having a mic and speaker when you talk to the team, I think I'm going to use that more and more.
Problems. I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch.
The way he's creating motivation is one thing. It's money. To my experience, that's not the best driver in the long term. I've seen many sales organizations that doesn't flourish if the one thing everyone is striving for is money. It creates a lot of individualism. It's always going to be someone else who can pay more, so you're going to have a lot of people leaving the company that you need to hire. And it can also lead to short-term decisions when it comes to closing deals with the customer. You might say something that is not really accurate and so on. My experience says that you should have other factors that motivate everyone rather than money. Yeah, he's clear on what he wants from his team at least.
Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong.
Yeah, McDonald's is actually a good company to work for.
I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not so distant future, you're going to be pulling up to a red light and you beat up old fucking Pinto, and that person's going to be pulling up right alongside you in their brand new.
I really like when he tries to help everyone to visualize where they can be if they now reach their milestone and their golden goal. So that's really powerful.
That's who you're going to be sitting next to. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. Pick up that phone.
One thing that I can really relate to, that we talk about often, I mean, it comes down to that you sometimes need to pick up the phone and do things that are a little bit out of your comfort zone, booking that meeting or setting that next step or going into that negotiation. And when you break it down in sales, that is one of the key activities that you need to do. Then you're going to have face-to-face meetings, you're going to send a lot of emails and so on, but it's in the dialogue with the customer. And the phone, I think, still today is, I would say, the most powerful weapon out there that can really make a difference, where you can talk to the customer, you can understand them, you can get a hold of them fast. I like how he he drills everything down to, pick up the phone, that's where you will solve your problems.
Choke on it and they buy 100,000 shares. That's what I want you to do.
Classic extreme pushy sales organization tactic right there. So I think this is, yeah. I can also see that this kind of sales culture is something that gives a lot of sales organizations a bad reputation, where it's just like a short-term sight of just like pushing. So I wish we as a sales community would step up and try to give more good examples. But of course we can enjoy good movies as well.
Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park! So how many people have you talked to about this trade?
A few. There's definitely some interest.
This is a movie I don't think I've ever seen before.
Which is why you're here talking to us, wrong number. Sounds like there's a lot of interest.
All right.
But let's see.
Let's see what you got. I'm sorry. You smell it? What is that?
Using the classic to
Money.
have the customer sit down and then you stand up to be in a more power position. Can happen if you're in a meeting face to
This is
face.
your basic mortgage bond.
Harder if it's remote. I don't know how you should do that. If you should angle your camera a little bit.
Mortgages
Maybe. I don't know.
Guaranteed by the U.S. government. AAA is getting paid first. The lowest rated B is getting paid last, taking on defaults first.
Using visualization to make a point or make the customer understand in a demo. This is in some way a demo. I think it's really powerful. Either to do it like they do it here, or use the whiteboard to draw something and stand up and make arrows. Just drilling the situation down, making the decision easier for the customer.
The default rates are already up from 1 to 4.
How come nobody's talking about this?
You're completely sure of the math. Look at him. That's my quant.
You're what?
My quantitative. My math specialist. Look at him. You notice anything different about him? Look at his face.
Racist.
Look at his eyes. I'll give you a hint. His name's Yang.
This is something we do in many cases where we have different roles in the setup to give trust in the situation. So we have a specialist on integrations, for instance, or a specialist on onboarding and project management, and then you have the salesperson handling the discussion. So it's really powerful to have different persons with different specialities that will make the customer seem much more likely to trust you, rather than that you are the know-it-all salesperson who have every answer.
Small bank, I like to make money.
It's really interesting to see here as the scene progresses how their body language changes a little bit. Still a lot of people are sitting like this, but you can also see that some are opening up. They have their hands in their mouth. It seems like they're starting to change a little bit their opinion. Looking into body language and how people react in their faces is, I think, an important trait for all salespeople to be able to have. And that's why when we are having remote meetings now on Zoom, we always ask actually the customer to put on their camera because it just gives more value, and we will be much better able to see if it's a good fit and if the customer likes what we're talking about.
Going to 0.
I actually need to see this movie. I'm getting interested. All right, thank you for watching. Hope you have gotten some nice inspiration. I know I certainly have. So now, let's kick this fucker out of the park! Woo!